Hello, my name is Katie, the creator of KandFDesign. Welcome back. And if you're new here, I'm so happy you found my channel. I love sharing DIY projects, Cricut tutorials, and inspiring creative ideas. And I hope today's tutorial inspires you to create something fun that you also love. So grab your craft supplies and let's head to the craft room. Today we're going to be doing a fun 4th of July themed project, and there's a lot of variations you could do with this. I'm going to be doing it kind of mostly with some watercolor. This was actually a gift from a friend, so it'll be hard to find this specific one, but just some watercolors, which means we need a paintbrush. I'm just going to put my water in here. And then there's some other things that you can mix around. Oh, and also you'll need some water paper. The frame. So this one I got from Kohl's, and I just really liked this detail that it had. It was really pretty. I was originally going to do a white frame, but I like this gold, light gold color, so I think I'm gonna just leave it like this. Like I said, it came from Kohl's. This is the 5x7. They did have a 4x6, but I thought a 5x7 would be a little better to give us a little bit more working space. So I'm going to be painting like a watercolor flag inside of here. So I will cut down my watercolor paper here. This is just the one I have, to our 5x7 area, and I actually found this really, came up with this really pretty flower pattern that I'm going to be using here where the stars usually go, and then just painting the red stripes with a watercolor. I am going to have the Cricut draw the flowers, and then I think I might use a little bit of a watercolor to kind of continue that watercolor theme in here and just kind of wet the flowers a little bit to give that watercolor effect. And I think I'm going to go with this nice dark blue Cricut pen here. And it has a nice thin point, so I think that will be good as well. Now, I originally was thinking maybe doing a stencil and putting that in here. That's an option. I also thought about doing a fabric. I didn't have any blue and white fabric, but that would be really pretty if you wanted to add fabric, tissue paper, leather. Some of that faux leather has some pretty patterns in it. You could even do cardstock. You could even do the stripes as like a red patterned cardstock and this blue. Lots of variations. But I just liked this flower pattern, so that's how I'm going to do mine. This is a frame. It sits up on its own, but if you want to hang it, I thought it'd be kind of pretty to also do a pretty ribbon, blue ribbon, attach that and hang it. I don't know if I'll do that, but that's also an option. So first, let's look at a flower design that I'm going to be using. Again, you don't have to. You could use those other options. I already have it for you if you would like to use it. So let's go over to Cricut Design Space and just take a quick look at that. There's not much you have to do with that design. So here we are in Cricut Design Space, and when you upload my design, it just looks like this big black square. Don't worry, there's more to it. First things, let's go over to our size. Now, sometimes when you upload and download things, sizes get changed. My picture frame is a 5x7, so 7 is going to be our lengthwise. It pretty much is there. It just went a little bit. That's fine. I'm just going to leave it that size. If it needs to be changed, you can do it here. Maybe you did a different picture frame. Size everything here first. Then, so Cricut groups everything together. So we want to hit ungroup so we can see our two different pieces. Now this first piece is, you could cut it out if you want. I might cut it out. I haven't decided. You could either cut it out or cut it out by hand. If you want to cut it out by hand, you could just change that to a grid, and so then you can see your design. If you want your Cricut to cut it, then we'll switch it back. And maybe I might just do like a light gray or white or something, just so we can see the design. Now the design here, you can kind of shape it and change the size if you want, but I think I like how that is. We don't want to cut it though. We are going to draw it with a pen. You could leave it the black and just put your blue pen in, but if it makes you feel better, you can mark it as blue. This isn't the blue I'm using, but I didn't want to go through and look through all that. So we have our blue. Now if you are cutting out the square out of your watercolor paper, then just make sure you select the flowers and that square and hit attach. So that way the Cricut knows to make those nice flower designs on that piece of cut squared paper. Otherwise they'll cut it on two separate papers. And that's all there is to it. Then you can hit make it and let your Cricut do the rest. So I think the flowers turned out absolutely beautiful. They were small, but the Cricut did a fantastic job with it. And I do like this really dark color. And then I think blending it with a little bit of the light blue will be really pretty. So I think I want to do the stripes first. And I was wanting, I don't want to get the red into here, so I think I'm going to put a little bit of tape down just so I don't contaminate my blue section here. And I'm just using, this is washi tape, and it's a little sticky, but it's not super sticky, because if you use like Scotch tape, something like that, a little stronger tape, it can take away the color and tear the paper. And we don't want that. So I'm just going to do the washi tape here. And then it can also hold our paper down for us. Then I have a little bit of water here and our watercolors. And I think I liked that Oceano and the red there. I am doing a little bit of a thicker paintbrush. And I think since it's watercolors, I don't want to be really precise on my lines. I thought about drawing lines and really trying to stay in the lines, but it's watercolor. Watercolor is kind of free flowing, organic. It's not nice straight lines. So I don't think I want to do straight lines for this. So I might go a little crooked. I'm just gonna kind of go with the flow and kind of purposely not go straight. If you want straight, by all means go straight. That's how I'm gonna do it, I think. I think the pink and the red are close. I think this is the red one. I think I want a straight line here. I don't want it to be awkward, like half the white going here and here red. So I'm gonna start here. think that looks really good. Just really wet in that one corner, so I did that. You know my water's contaminated, but let's just see. I'm gonna see first how well this blends. If I need, oh no, that's so much pigment in there. So like how there's a little bit of color showing, and it did go a little bit darker than what I was originally intending. I ended up not needing my paints at all, but that's all right. And let's just see if I soak some of that up. Lightens it just a little bit. You still see the flowers, so I think that's okay. A little darker than I was wanting, but I think that's all right. Now, let's see. Yeah, I do need to then cover that a little bit too, so I have to be careful with that. And I make sure it's, when it starts to get a little dark, that's when I was adding extra water. So here is a watercolor flag. I really like the flower detail here. I think that's pretty. It did get a little darker than I thought, but you can still see them, which is like a nice little subtle. I like that things aren't quite even. It's organic. But now, to finish it off, we need a nice frame. So let's put it in this one. And I also like this one. It has the nice little pieces on the back there. Just two. And that frame makes a big difference. I think it turned out really pretty. I thought again about painting this white, but I kind of like that gold accent. If you want, you could do little splatters of gold for the stars. I like it like this, but that's just another option. Actually really like that there's a random spot of red there. But yeah, it's a fun, quick little DIY. It kind of just adds that little patriotic taste. It'd be cute on like a tea tray or just on a shelf. If you want to hang it, you could hang it with this with like a bow. That could be fun. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this project and that you'll give it a try. Watercolor is not too difficult. I'm still learning myself, but you can make it kind of your own, and it's okay to be a little off. Nothing has to be precise, which is nice with the watercolors. So I hope you had fun crafting with me today, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.
Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed our crafty adventure today. Do not forget to subscribe and check out our video pics. Happy crafting!